Have you ever heard the term, once a cheater, always a cheater? My name is Dolly, and I became a marriage and relationship coach about 5 years ago after rebuilding my own broken marriage. Now, since then, many couples come to me when they're on the verge of divorce or just coming through or after some sort of a marital trauma. This can often be infidelity. And when it's infidelity, I'm always asked the same question: will it happen again? So let's dive into that. Stereotypically, men and women have different needs. Men usually have the need to feel appreciated, respected, and desired, whereas women have the need to feel understood, supported, and loved. So why do people cheat in the first place? Well, it's often because one of those needs they feel is not being met by the other person, and they feel that it's the other person's job or responsibility to meet that need. So often if a man is the one cheating, he will usually say things like, "We don't have sex anymore," "You don't make me feel like you want me anymore," "You disrespect me all the time," or "I don't feel like you love me," or "I don't feel like you appreciate me." Whereas women will often cheat because they feel like they're not being understood or being listened to. They feel like they don't have a voice, or that their spouse or partner isn't understanding them, supporting them, or showing them love. And so these are usually the two stereotypical arguments on either side. So there's two things I want to get clear. Number one is that no one person is responsible for another person's needs. I cannot be responsible for my husband's happiness. He can't be responsible to make me happy. Now, as a couple, do we want to feed into each other's needs and serve and unite and enjoy life together? Absolutely. But I can't demand him to complete me or to make me happy. That's something that's on me. And number two is that I am 100% responsible for 50% of this relationship. Each one of us is 100% responsible for what we bring into the relationship, the partnership, the marriage, whatever it is, into your family. You bring 100% of you. So how do you get somebody else or get yourself to not want to cheat again? Now, this is something deep and personal and spiritual, because you have to decide yourself, and the other person has to decide themselves to really start working on their own love, the love that their self-love, their self-worth, their identity. That's where you do the really hard work. So when people go to couples therapy and come see me, they're really doing self-development, because you can't go into a relationship when you have open holes or open wounds or emptiness inside of you. So we really work on getting your own self-love going, and we do that through spiritual, through mental, and through physical, different aspects. So once you get a sense of who you are and start creating that identity and becoming the woman or man that you really were meant to be, then you can bring that side of you and that whole you to the relationship. Instead of asking or demanding the other person to complete you, now you are completed and you get to share life. And you stop focusing on what you're not getting out of the relationship. They're not feeling supported, or you're not feeling desired. And you start desiring the other person, supporting the other person, and they will support and desire you right back. So once a cheater, always a cheater? Well, if the person doesn't do the work to heal what's going on inside and have that spiritual transformation, they will always be looking for somebody else to fill their needs. But if the person does have that revelation and does transform their life and becomes that whole person, you could have an amazing future.